Hey guys, so tonight we're going to be playing some more Baldur's Gate 3 because it is Tuesday night. Might do a shorter stream tonight, we'll see. I feel like usually when I stream this game, it almost seems like it's taking, like I'm just kind of like taking my time with it almost too much. Like each time I stream this game, we usually get through like one thing, maybe like one area. uh, like one fight or something like that, maybe two fights, but like in the same area, and it's just like I really kind of stretch it out, and it's almost like if I wanted to, I could go through this game a lot quicker and get more stuff done. But at the same time, this is the kind of game where I think you want to take your time and kind of just ease through things. So, I don't know, I feel a little bit conflicted with that sometimes when playing this, both in terms of my personal enjoyment playing as well as how entertaining the stream will be. I wonder if it's better to maybe just go faster and not focus on every little thing and just kind of go through with it. Or maybe it is better to kind of look at everything that's happening and take it slow. I don't know. We'll see what happens tonight. It's already pretty late. It's almost 5 a.m., so um, I'll only stream for like an hour tops tonight. But we'll see what's going on in game. I don't remember exactly where we left off. And based on how things are going, we'll see if I want to try maybe speeding things up a bit or continuing to kind of just go nice and slow. We'll see. Going to just pull up the stream here. We haven't had that glitch in a while. It's probably been at least a month now since that's happened, where basically I start a stream on my PlayStation, and my PlayStation tells me that the stream is up, everything looks fine, but then I go to open the stream on YouTube and it's not actually there. We haven't had that problem in a long time, so I'm happy about that. Still don't know if I ever trust streaming without my phone though. Even if my phone's about to die or something, I always have to check. Just make sure the stream is actually up, because there was one time I think where I streamed for like 15 minutes because my phone was on the charger and I went and grabbed it and then realized it did the thing where it didn't go live, and that was just, I don't remember when that was. That probably was a few months ago, but I'm pretty sure I just like fully canceled the stream that night. It's very infuriating. Anyways, we're good to go. Stream's open. We're gonna load in here to Baldur's Gate 3 and see what's happening. Hasn't been too long. I think each week that I've been back to streaming since my little break, except for the first week back, I've been streaming this game every Tuesday. So this is now maybe my third stream on this game in the last like month or so. Second or third. The first week that I got back to streaming after my sick break, I actually streamed Motorfest on Tuesday. So I replaced Baldur's Gate with Motorfest because I didn't stream on that Monday night, but that Tuesday is when I got back into streaming. I think since then, since that Tuesday night where I streamed Motorfest, I've actually streamed every night except for just 2 nights in that same week, which were Thursday and Friday. Would have been Marvel Rivals and Siege. Which Marvel Rivals I think I've streamed now as often as this game. And Siege I finally streamed on Friday, which wasn't that long ago. That was, just before the weekend. So half a week ago, I streamed Siege finally. And I should be streaming it again in 3 nights on Friday. Anyways, I don't really know where I am right now in game, but if I had to guess, we just got done with a fight, and now we're moving on. So Gale has this a negative effect called Arcane Hunger. And as far as I know right now, it's not really doing anything. Context menu. Examine. Yeah, examine Gale. What does Arcane Hunger mean? Gale's spirit is being drained. He has disadvantage to Constitution saving throws. Okay, we did look at that last week. So I remember there was a whole cutscene with Gale where he was saying, like, he needs me to feed him, like, magical artifacts so he doesn't go crazy. But this Arcane Hunger doesn't seem to be that big of a debuff. That seems so specific. Disadvantage to Constitution saving throws. Have I ever even done, like, a Constitution saving throw with Gale? It's just not something that comes up often, I think. So, I'm gonna hold off on feeding him the thing for now. Whatever you call it, the artifacts or whatever. I think I looked to see what was an option, like what I could feed him, and it was all like gear that I have equipped on my characters, so I didn't want to give him anything. So I mean, if we get something that I don't need and then I can give it to him, I will. But otherwise, I'm just gonna see how much worse his Arcane Hunger gets, because right now the only real misbenefit that I see is him just keeling over all the time, because otherwise he seems perfectly fine. I think he's being a bit of a drama queen, if we're being honest. So this is kind of like a dead end. Like I said, I kind of have to figure out where we are right now because I don't know. Oh, I kind of know. Okay, so we're going through this place. This, like, a goblin building. We had, there was one point, I don't remember if my characters all died. Or if... No, okay, I remember what happened. Okay, so over the last few streams I've done on this game, we've been in this new goblin, like, fortress for a long time. Like, there was this much larger goblin camp that I found on the map. And then basically as soon as we got there, the enemies were kind of like non-hostile. There was kind of a party going on. But then we got into the fortress and we just started like killing everything. Just full like genocide run. And then eventually there was this one point where my squad got to like a cave. And there was enemies up top that were shooting us. And I couldn't get my guys to fight back. So I had to make them all individually escape and leave back to camp. And then the new camp that they set up was also sort of in this area. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we just left the camp and then we kind of... I'm pretty sure it respawned us back in the same spot where I had left before. And then now we're still like in this big goblin fortress, but I've taken them a totally different route. We're kind of like avoiding that cave that we were in before. Maybe even going around to fight those enemies that were up top. And there's been a bunch of other enemies that I've killed here. Like in this direction. This ladder here we came down from, but the next room over there was like this drow lady. She was pretty difficult because she kept healing herself. Now we did kill her, and we killed a bunch more goblins. She also had some sort of minion that was over here, but it was literally doing nothing. It was called like a scrying eye or something. Crystalline lens. So I don't know if that's from the scrying eye or not. But yeah, we killed that, we killed all the goblins. And now we're just chilling. Mostly everybody is fine here, I think. So yeah, we're gonna keep moving forward through this place because it seems really big. And we're probably not gonna explore all of it, but I'm just gonna keep going forward and... Hopefully I've kind of pieced together everything that's happened lately. Because sometimes it feels like a lot is happening in this game, and sometimes it feels like not a lot is happening. Usually both. Usually both. Alright. So there's another ladder here. Should we go up first or across? I see corpses everywhere. There's a door that's locked. Now, are these enemies that we killed? Fight, okay. Yeah, I had a feeling we were here. Okay, so this is above that cave that I was talking about earlier. We were down in that cave before, and all these guys that are in just this room right here, they were shooting at us through the floor, and none of my characters could fight back. We couldn't hit them with any projectiles or anything, so I had to have them all escape. But now, we're on the same level as these people, so if they're not gonna open the door, I might just, I don't know. And yeah, there's these skeletons, which we actually like made peace with the skeletons because they attacked us, and then because Rex is a druid, I was able to kind of like subdue the spiders or something. Was I saying skeletons? I might be a little high. Was I saying skeletons the whole time or spiders? I don't even know. I hate when my brain does that. Either I was saying skeletons and thought I was saying spiders until I realized, or I actually was saying spiders the whole time and my brain just, for some reason now, thinks that I was saying skeletons. There's a big difference. We haven't fought any skeletons down here. We were going to fight spiders, but I was able to make them non-aggressive. And then these guys up top actually killed all the spiders. So now all these spiders are dead, which is fine because we might have still had to like fight them anyways. It's not like the spiders were innocent. We just kind of temporarily delayed them. So they're out of the way now. And this leads back into like this major room where we killed a bunch of goblins. Also, I didn't realize that this connected right here. So I mean, I'm fine. We spent an entire stream going this way because we did some other stuff. But like 2 or 3 streams ago, we could have actually just went up through here, through this like stage that the goblins had set up. I didn't even realize that this connected, and this just leads right to up here. So this door is open. I don't know if all these guys are gonna rush out of this door here. Usually enemies can open doors during combat, so they might just open this. And if we're doing ranged combat, they're gonna be shooting at me through this big gap in the wall. So we're in a bit of a tough spot right at the start here because I don't know what I want Rex to do. Rex is definitely way better at melee than he is at ranged stuff. But I don't know if I'm able to do any ranged attacks that'll hit enemies right now. Like if I try as a normal ranged attack with a bow. Okay, I can actually shoot this enemy here. Booyah-gnat. Booyah-gnat. Novice of the Absolute. Okay, this is kind of the big guy here. Dror Ragzlin. True Soul of the Absolute. He's actually already been damaged. He must have got damaged by the spiders. Because it says his base health is 52, which is quite high. I think that drow that we killed earlier had like 40 health. But she kept healing, so that fight took forever. Most of these guys are weak, and this guy's down to 35 health now. So I think we can take these guys. It's just positioning is going to matter here. I don't really think Rex can do much else though besides just shoot here. I don't think any of the spells or anything are going to have enough range. Like the Thorn Whip, yeah, it does not have that much range. I mean, if they were close, it has good range, but if they're far, it doesn't have good range. Could try like the Ice Knife. Okay, that has as much range as the bow. It does a lot more damage, and higher chance of hitting too, 80%. So I guess we can hit this enemy here. This might just one-shot him. That's spell slot 1. What? Ice Knife hit, but only did 4 damage? Hang on a second. What were the odds on that? It says 3 to 22, and you landed on 4? How did that only do 4 damage? I don't know. Rex has wild shape, so I think I'm just gonna transform him now. And then I might start moving my characters this way because they might just keep this door locked. Also, can you attack doors? Because this says like medium toughness, but... Oh yeah, the doors do have health. 36 though, I'm not gonna be able to like one-shot that. I feel like if Rex turns into a bear, he should be able to one-shot the door. But I don't think it'll work. And he's out of actions now too.
Best be on my way.
Oh, it's locked. Okay, Rex can just have a gap in the wall. But he's got 30 health in bear mode. And then after the bear dies, he comes back with his like 40 health or whatever. So Rex is definitely meant to be a tank, I feel like. With all these druidic transformations. Alright, that's it for his turn. Let's quicken things up.
I am fury. I am death.
Lae'zel also a lot better with melee stuff, so I might just give her like a dash or something and just kind of fully run by the door. Does she have any other sort of... So with a bonus action, she can heal herself. Which is kind of neat. She should actually do that now, because she's down about 20 health. So let's do a second wind. This only refills with short rest. So hopefully we get more than 4 out of this. It says 4 to 13. 5. Okay, whatever. Most enemies do a lot more than 5 damage. Whatever. Alright, let's give her dash. She's not going to be able to melee anyone from here, so... Okay, I don't know if that's far enough away from the hole in the wall to not get hit by their ranged attacks, but... She can go pretty far. Right here.
No time to waste.
About 18 meters is not bad. Much farther than Rex, and he's in the bear mode now. So this big guy's a tiefling. Just throwing spears at Rex. Critical miss, nice. Alright, so yeah, these guys do not want to open this door here. I think they're going to try to go for ranged combat. So we have this goblin here who's now at 5 health. Dror Ragslin has got 35. This human has got 4 health. And there's a drow here with 5 health. And there's another goblin over here that I don't think is in the combat because he's just walking around. Same with this one. So those goblins will probably join the fight soon, but right now they're not in it because they're just freely moving. Everyone else just freezes and waits for each other to take turns. Okay. Starian's got some more ranged stuff. Nothing too great. We got like the sneak attack ranged. Do we have advantage against any enemies to try that? No. Okay, not enough movement. What if I brought a Starian like here? Then he could shoot them through the gap, right? This shouldn't be a matter of movement. So for movement, I'm gonna move him right here. That's pretty much all of his movement. And the sneak attack ranged, if we don't have advantage... Okay, we do have advantage against this one. But that's almost like too much damage. This enemy has 5 health, and this does 6 to 21 damage. But is Astarion able to do the sneak attack like always? Because yeah, it says it refreshes per turn, so he's just able to keep doing this instead of a normal like ranged attack. There's no disadvantage to using the sneak attack instead, which is way better. You just have to have the advantage. Okay, so we can guarantee kill that small enemy. Is there a way for him to get advantage over the big guy? Maybe like hide? This is a bonus action, but they're gonna see him because he's just right there. Okay, I'm gonna try to make him hide and see if we can get advantage. If not, then we'll just shoot the smaller one. But I wouldn't mind getting like 20 damage on the big guy if possible.
Time for a new approach.
Yeah. Dror Regslin just spotted him. I'm not really sure how to do hiding in this game, to be honest. It's almost like you have to activate hide when you're already hidden. But then in that case, you're already hidden, right? So what's the point of hiding? I don't know. I don't think the hiding is really that good in this game. It seems kind of hard to actually get it to work, so... Alright, we'll just do the sneak attack on the small ones, since there's no sort of limit on this. And this will just be a guarantee kill, because it's at least 6 damage. They have 5. 98% with the advantage. Yeah, 14. I kind of wish they died to the first projectile that hit them, the ice knife that I threw with Rex. But whatever. Okay, Astarion can move like less than a meter. I might put him like right here. Just so there's more space here for Gale. Because Gale's next. Yeah, this Drow's dashing over. Don't bother trying to snipe from there. Oh, she's going even higher up. Actually, this one's a dude. Is that a dude? The pictures at the top, it looks like a guy, but in-game it looks like a female. I don't know, they're way up there. How do I even look at that? Narvas. Okay, it is a guy. He just has a man bun. Alright. Okay, Gale's got some range stuff that we can do. We could do the Clouded Daggers. Level 2 spell slot. I don't have any? Oh, Gale doesn't have any level 2 spell slots left. I forgot it was per character. So we can't do a Cloud of Daggers, unfortunately. We did do a short rest, though, like at the end of the last stream. So do spell slots only refresh on long rest? Because if that's the case, we need to do long rests more often. We could do a Chromatic Orb. This could be good, and these do possibly lots of damage. Alright, let's get Gale, like... What's his movement like? 9 meters? Can he do a Chromatic Orb from there that'll hit this guy? I hope so. He has jump with bonus action, so we can use that if I need to. Let's do his normal movement first. 9 meters. I really don't like the movement during combat in this game. It's so precise.
Swiftly now.
But most of the time it doesn't need to be precise. Most of the time it seems like overkill for everything. But in situations like this could be the difference between not being able to hit this guy or not. Because he's, like, we got like half a wall between us. Let's try it. And the Chromatic Orb, you can choose the elemental damage, so I don't know if this guy has any sort of like weakness to anything. Like, I really don't know, so we can just choose one at random. Whichever one looks cool. They all do the same damage, but they have different effects. The Thunder one actually does the most damage. The rest of them all have status effects, I guess. So this is just pure, up to 24 Thunder damage. Or lightning damage. There's Poison. Create a bubbling surface to poison creatures. Oh, this is lightning. Okay, so... okay, in Baldur's Gate, or maybe just in all of D&D, thunder and lightning are different elements. Out of any, like, fantasy video game that I've ever played, I think those are the two closest elements that are actually considered separate. Thunder and lightning are separate in this game. Really weird. So I don't know what kind of status effect the lightning orb gives them then. It says electrified surface. So all of these are like an AoE and they damage the surface, which means if that enemy stands still, he'll continue to take damage. burning surface with fire, frosty surface with ice, which this will knock him prone. So ice doesn't do extra damage, but it could knock him prone. And then acid surface. Okay, we probably just want more pure damage for this guy. However, this isn't guaranteed to one-shot him. Actually, it won't. Even if we do max damage, this won't one-shot him, so we're gonna want some DOT stuff. He's a tiefling. I feel like tieflings have some sort of resistance to fire, so let's try some, let's go with acid. Acid orb. Can we do it? Yes. Okay, 70%, don't miss. If you miss this gale, you're off the team. Okay. Hit this dude, 13 damage, and now he's standing in an acid-covered surface. So hopefully he stays there. He'll probably move. It's usually my guys getting covered in acid, because the goblins usually throw, like, acid bombs. I don't know. Can Gale do anything else? Oh, we can't do the jump anymore. That's weird. Oh, because he needs at least 3 meters of movement to activate it. Okay. That's fine. I mean, with his bonus action, I can do a minor illusion, which is always a cat, and it's just completely useless. Even when it does distract the enemies, they, like, never attack it. I think it worked maybe, like, once. I think in my entire history of playing this game so far, this cat illusion distracted one enemy to actually attack it. And the range on this is great. Like, Gale can spawn a cat all the way, like, behind this dude. I'm not going to put it in the acid because it might die instantly, but if I put it, like, here, that's right in the middle of a bunch of enemies. And this guy failed the investigation, so all it takes is for one person to see it, and then it disappears. I don't know, and now this guy's back is turned. Like, I feel like he should be distracted now, but he's not. So yeah, this really is a useless ability, but most of the time I have a bonus action with Gale, and it's just there's nothing else to do, so... I need to get some better stuff unlocked for these guys. I need them to level up again, maybe. We need to get some better spells and abilities and stuff. Because some of them just are great, and some of them are really useless. That chromatic orb is pretty dope, especially since you can choose all sorts of different elements of damage to do. Okay, so Rex can't do any projectile attacks now in the bear form. We can give him dash with his normal action and just kind of skip his turn, or the jump. Jump is bonus action, maybe he can move enough? No, I can get like right here. That's the farthest I can make it with Rex.
No. This is good.
That's his bonus action and all of his movement. And then I don't have enough movement to move 1 inch forward and do a melee attack, so with his normal action we could do a goading roar. Probably the best option, or just a dash and get him kind of more close to the middle of the fight. I think I'll do that. I think they're kind of goaded at him anyways. So let's dash. Oh, this is attack of opportunity on this guy. Well, that's kind of stupid. How much movement do I get from this? Not much. So I can move about 9 meters. Okay, there. If I do it right at this angle, it won't do an attack of opportunity. Sure.
Need to find a way forward.
Okay, now we're way inside, so we'll just leave Rex there. He's the distraction. Lae'zel also needs to get in. She'll probably have to do another dash because... I mean, we could do like a ranged thing. How far can I move her? Okay, I can move her right there. So that says 9 meters. How was that not enough movement? Okay, right there, and then I can do a ranged attack on that guy, I guess. All of my characters have at least like a small bow. I don't think Lae'zel has any projectile spells, but she does have the little bow, which does 2 to 9 damage. This guy has like 4 health, so can probably one-shot him. Probably. Let's try. 75%. Yeah, 4 health on this guy. If this doesn't one-shot him, I'll be upset. Okay, 5. He's dead. Can't even loot him because we're not close enough. Bonus action on Lae'zel. Can't do second wind because that doesn't refresh until short rest. Action surge. Immediately gain an extra action to use this turn. So that doesn't cost anything, but you can only use it once per short rest. So I'm going to save it for now. We don't need it right now. Only things she can do really are a shove or a dip. Neither of those are going to do anything here. So yeah, just end her turn. See if this guy leaves the acid. Yeah, he's dashing. He's getting out of that. I thought he was going for Lae'zel, but then he jumped over to Rex. Interesting. Now, how many enemies are left? Because we killed this goblin. Dead Mind Flayer. I don't think he was in the fight before. So I think that's more of an environmental body that's supposed to be there. This is the human guy we just shot. So this tiefling guy is the boss in this situation. He's about to go for Rex, who's still fine. We have that drow that is all the way up top. And there's some other goblins here that like aren't even in the fight right now. They're just not even... I almost guarantee they'll join the fight, but right now they're not in it, so... Our priorities are really just this tiefling dude here. Now, Astarion cannot really get close to that, so we're gonna have to give him dash with bonus action, which is nice. A cunning action. And how far can he go? Pretty far. Astarion's our main runner. Still not far enough to do a melee attack on the tiefling, though.
On the way.
So it'll be a ranged attack for him, too. Perhaps a sneak attack? Do we have advantage on this tiefling? We do. 11 damage. Okay, he's pretty low now. He's down to 11. 11 left. Oh, this drow is actually able to shoot my guys. He did 3 damage to Gale. Now he's coming down. Yeah, those trolls really don't care. Okay, what can Gale do? So he's got some like support stuff too, but mostly Gale's just got kind of more like unique damage spells. Put someone to sleep. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna bring him close with everyone else and then do something ranged. But I don't know if he can make it that far. He can dash, but that's main action. And then the bonus action is the jump. But yeah, we don't have enough movement to get even close to this. Alright, Gale's skipping his attack. We're doing dash. So the dash is usually about 18 meters, which gets him right behind these guys. I feel like the spider corpse is kind of getting in my way, actually. Okay, can I activate jump too? Because we already have the dash, so... Oh, it's saying path interrupted, even though he can do it. Stop being dumb. Okay, go back to your normal movement. We have the dash. Gonna put him like right here, I guess.
Onward.
And then with the bonus action we can... Oh, it's just not available? Oh, because it uses 3 meters of the movement first. Okay, whatever. I'll summon a cat again. We can do it right beside this guy. Okay, he failed the investigation. Everybody failed the investigation, so the cat remains. But I still don't think they'll even attack it, even though it only has 1 health. That only wastes one of their attacks. I don't think he's even gonna go for it, because they usually don't. They just turn around and hit my guys anyways. Okay, Rex might actually be able to one-shot this dude with the claws. Which is what we're gonna do, I think. Yeah, we're just gonna claw this dude, see if it one-shots him. It did. Okay, the goblins are in the fight now because I see them at the top. Can loot this guy. Okay, goblins are in the fight. Rex can do a jump. I don't know if that drow's gonna come down. He was coming down one ladder, but I don't know where it is, so... There, I can get Rex to move right here.
Hope this ends well.
Oh yeah, the drow is there. There's a drow and there's a goblin right here. Rex is gonna mess them up next turn. Yeah, they're missing ranged attacks because they're trying to point blank him with a bow and arrow. Alright, Lae'zel. Is Lae'zel finally, like, close enough to do some melee stuff without having to dash? I don't think so, because everyone's, like, still so far back here. Now, she has, like, telekinesis with her Githyanki psionics. But I don't really know what I can do with this. This only refills every long rest. Create an invisible spectral hand that can manipulate and interact with objects. Do I need to select a specific object to do this? I think so. Like, I don't think there's any objects here that I can use to my advantage. Maybe the candles, but like, what would that do? Like, do I get to choose like where they're thrown at or something? Like, probably not. Piercing shot. This is with the bow. Could try to shoot someone with her, I guess. I already know we don't have enough movement, so...
Taking position.
Let's try a piercing shot. Who wants to get pierced? This one's got 10 health. 9. Alright, let's hit this guy. You know, we don't need the gaping wounds. That just makes them take additional damage. He's gonna be almost dead anyways. And then she's got some of this stuff, which is pretty good, but... almost all melee stuff. Okay. Normal ranged attack. We'll shoot this one because he's lower health. Warlock Bolt. He took 6 damage. Bonus action. Got nothing. If that acid is still around, I think you could actually dip in it, but that's despawned now, plus she's not close enough, so...
I'm ready.
Astarion, your turn. Now he's got the bonus action move. Or dash, which means he can move really far each turn, which is nice. Is Astarion... does he have enough movement to get within melee range, though? Probably not. Yeah, like the farthest we could go is 18 meters, so... I think I'll give him the dash anyways, just to kind of spread my characters out, but we'll go like... here.
This will do nicely.
And then I can ranged attack one of these guys. Do we have advantage on any of them? Do we have advantage on that one, but he's at 3 health. We have advantage on this one too. 94%. I guess because I just like ran up on them. They got bum rushed. Nice. One shot of the bigger goblin. That's cool. Okay, Astarion's out. I feel like I always get full use out of him. He's got the best variety of stuff for actions and bonus action. That guy shot Rex for 1 damage. Okay, Gale's cat is still alive here and it hasn't done anything. No one's even targeting it. Okay, let's move Gale like here.
To Cleric 4.
What kind of ranged attacks can he do? Perhaps a firebolt. He also has the mage hand. Ray of Frost. Witch Bolt. Witch Bolt's kind of cool. Could do another Chromatic Orb. Let's just do a Firebolt on a lower health enemy. This guy's at like 3, so yeah, just take him out. He's got some sort of armor now, but I think this will still one-shot him. It's 1 to 10. Critical miss. Gale. You gotta work on your aim, buddy. That's not cool. Okay, the drow moved back. Probably a good idea, because now Rex is gonna one-shot Sharp Eye Rue. Yeah, that melee attack with the bear always does at least like 8 damage. Pretty much one-shots any small enemy. Loot the goblin. Okay, what else can he do? He can do a jump. Lunar Mend uses one of his spell slots, so I don't really want to do that. Okay, just do a jump. Yeah, you can actually jump like all the way over here, but we want to like kind of lock this guy in. So I'm gonna jump like here. There. Now this guy turns around, he's gonna get hit with the bear. He goes this way, he's gonna fight everyone else. Probably a gunner.
Victory awaits.
Okay, this guy is still alive somehow because Gale did a critical miss. So I'm gonna move Lae'zel. She's still not close enough to do a melee attack. Go like here. And then she can shoot with her ranged attack, finish this guy off. 7 damage. How is it still alive? 1 health left? Because it had like a 5 health buff or something. 1 health left on this goblin. And then the drow here, that's literally it. Oh, and there's one thing up here. It's another goblin. All the goblins. Alright.
There's blood in the air.
You know, Astarians are movers, so I think I want him to start heading towards that other goblin, maybe. Lock them in too. I think we'll do that. Get the dash. So this other troll, we can't get all the way up there, but we can get pretty close.
Guessing.
17.9 meters. I think he's tall enough to pull off a range shot, right? He's far enough up the stairs that he can kind of just aim and shoot at the short little goblin. No, I can't do the sneak attack anymore, even though it says per turn. Available next turn. It's like it's cut me off now because, or maybe it just knows that I don't have advantage against any enemies, so it's impossible to use right now. Okay, normal ranged attack. We can still land this, and we have advantage, so this game is cheating me out of the sneak attack. It says per turn, but it's just not letting me use it this turn. This might not do the one shot, but we do have advantage, 91%. Miss. How do you miss at 91%? Also, like, none of these enemies are attacking. This one just keeps shielding itself. 1 damage. These guys all do so little damage. I might need to up the difficulty soon, actually. Because right now it seems like my guys are pretty powerful compared to all these enemies. But all it takes is 1 tough fight, and then you die, and then things really get screwed, so... I don't know. I don't know if there's much Gale can do here. We got 3 enemies left. Rex is about to destroy this guy. This one's shielded himself again. I don't know what this means. It says 1 to 9 and then +5. He has 1 +5. He has 6 health. This one still has 9 because Astarion missed. So can Gale do anything to this enemy here? Perhaps another firebolt, if he doesn't miss this time. It's saying not enough movement, but I know he does have enough movement, because this game's usually stupid. Let's get him right... Actually, that thing that might be in the way, the thing that's sticking out of the ground. So I'll put him like here.
With ease.
Okay, you can definitely hit the enemy now. His ranged attack only does 2 to 7, so it's probably better to go for the firebolt, which says 1 to 10. But I don't think the firebolt ever does 1 damage. I just feel like it misses pretty often, no matter which character I use it on. I'm always missing firebolts. Like, you got 85%. If you miss this, you literally suck. There we go, 10 damage, see? That's that's how it's supposed to go, Gale. Now you're getting the hang of it. These bonus actions don't matter. Rex can one-shot this drow. 95. Yeah, 11 damage, he had 5. Loot him too. Benefit of melee killing. Easy kills, or easy looting. Okay, Rex can close in on this enemy here, but... why is this saying not enough movement? Is this stupid? You have movement. Yeah, you can't even get through there, so you just go this way. 9 meters. For some reason it jumps like over a meter, even though I'm moving like 1 inch. 8.2 or 9.4? I'm moving the cursor like 1 pixel on my screen. Make up your mind. Okay, I'm doing 8.3. And then try the jump now. It's just not available. Oh, because he also needs the 3 meters of movement. Okay, whatever. You guys kind of suck with the jumping. I don't know why it's not working so often.
Swift and lethal.
Okay, there's only 1 enemy left and they're all the way up here. Like, no one's gonna be able to hit that. 25%. Might as well give it a shot.
Taste my fury.
Yeah, no, huge disadvantage. You got the low ground. There's nothing really here that's gonna help.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Okay, Astarion can probably do a melee attack, actually. Let's try. Doesn't really need healing, so do your normal melee attack. It'll automatically do offhand as well if it's not a kill. Yeah, we have enough movement even without the dash. Astarion's the best at just running towards targets and just attacking them at a range, but with melee attacks.
No escape.
He's good at actually getting to the target. Very nice. Now I need to get Rex out of the bear form. So I'm just gonna do that. How do you do it? Just dismiss wild shape. Okay, so that's a group of enemies that I've been wanting to kill for a long time, ever since they were shooting at us in that cave down below. I think we actually kind of explored the cave. There wasn't much down there anyways. But now we could go back to the cave and just kind of freely explore it if there's anything actually down there. Because now we won't be getting shot at from above and have super limited movement and all that bullcrap. Now we could theoretically like move on with that. But I don't know, maybe we want to move on with something else instead. Rex is over encumbered or something right now. I need to shift some of the weight. Let's see. Character sheet. Yeah, Rex always has the biggest inventory. What weighs the most? I'm just gonna call it pounds. You can hold up to 150 pounds. So I only have 122 on Rex, but I guess if you're over 100 or something, then you're moving all slow. Because you're over encumbered, something like that. Whatever they call it in this game. Most of the stuff is pretty light. So the weight is probably mostly coming from... Even those are only 1 weight each, which doesn't seem like a lot. It's probably weapons. We have so many. I need to get to somewhere where we can sell this stuff. All these goblin scimitars. I already have a goblin scimitar equipped on Rex. Okay, let's send that one to Lae'zel. Send this one to Gale. Send this one to Shadowheart. Send this one to Astarion. Great Axe. Pretty sure I already have one of those on Lae'zel, but I'll give her this one too. Hand Axe. I think I switched to a knife because for some reason Rex is proficient with knives but not hand axes. Seems kind of weird. Send those to Astarion and Will. Why not? Okay, I just took off like 10 pounds. I don't know if that's enough. It is, okay. Not sure how the numbers work there, but maybe you just need to be like below 2/3 of your weight or something. I don't know. This is locked. Oh, never mind. I have drawer Regslin's key. Let's see what's stored in this treasure room. Looks like all gold. Look at this, we got some Gale food, or actual loot that I want to keep. A lot of gold. Onyx, bloodstone, infernal iron. Lots of good stuff. Okay, they made that easy to loot, because that was just like a full thing, right? Now it's empty crates. Okay, yeah. So they set it up all together to purposely be easy looting. There was something else that was saying use. What was that? I don't know. I don't think it matters. Oh, Rex is kind of stuck. You need to go. There we go. Okay. Let's take a... What did I click on? Wait, is this a cutscene? Oh. Rex leveled up. Okay. I thought I clicked on the wrong thing for a second and I was like, why is this loading? So we hit level 4 and now this means my entire squad hits level 4, right? So we get to level up everyone. So Rex has been leveled up. He's got a bunch more health now. So I'm still on the easiest difficulty, which I've basically been on since I started this game. When I, like, very first started, I think I was only playing this game off camera the first week or so before I started streaming it. And I was playing on, like, normal difficulty or whatever, but there was a few times where I was dying and it was really, like, screwing me over. Like, it was bad. So very early on in the game, kind of like after the main, like, tutorial bit, basically right after the tutorial. So you're on that Mind Flayer ship at the beginning of the game, and then after it crashes, you're like on the beach. That's where I changed the difficulty. And I say this with a lot of games, mainly the Crew Motorfest actually, which is a racing game. I just streamed it last night. That's another game where I feel like I have to adjust the difficulty a lot, because sometimes it's like too easy. You don't want games to be too easy, but you don't want them to be too hard either. And with this game, most of the time it feels too easy on this difficulty. The main thing is that when you go down from the normal mode or whatever I was on down to easy or whatever I'm on now, it literally doubled the health of all of my characters. So 48 health on Rex, my druid, is actually going to be 24 at the normal difficulty, which I think will be a more significant challenge. I think we're ready to put the difficulty back up now and just hope that nothing too crazy happens. Because yeah, as you level up, you do get like more health. Like getting an extra 6 health would be 3 more health in normal mode. Um, and you unlock like new stuff. It looks like I've unlocked 2 new wild shapes. Deep Wrath. I don't know what a Deep Wrath is. And a Dire Raven. That could be cool. I usually always do the bear because it's the most health. The wild shape is just really good for health. It's like the Hulk and Marvel Rivals. It's like he's a huge tank that's got a bunch of health, and then when he dies, he still, turns into Bruce Banner, so you're still alive, even after that first huge health bar is taken out. It's always good to have that sort of thing in games. Like a tank, basically, that has a second life after it's killed. That's what the druid is when I use the bear wild shape. Okay, so there's nothing to select here. It's just letting me know. Okay, cantrips is something we select. Change your cantrip selection by choosing from the spell list below. Cantrips don't use spell slots and can be cast at will. Not really though, right? Okay, so there's only like 4 options here. Did I get anything new? What did I have on before? I don't recognize any of these. So is this new? This is a brand new cantrip for Rex. Transmutation cantrip. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Shilea. Your staff or club becomes magical. It deals 3 to 10 bludgeoning damage and uses your spellcasting ability for attack rolls. So I don't even use a club or a staff with Rex. I have a goblin scimitar and a knife. He's full like warrior druid. Resistance, abjuration cantrip. Make a target more resistant to spell effects and conditions. It receives a plus 1d4 bonus to saving throws. Okay. Support spell. Produce flame is a conjuration cantrip. A flame in your hand sheds a light in a 9-meter radius and deals 1 to 8 fire damage when thrown. Throwing the flame immediately after you conjure it does not cost an action. Extinguishing or throwing it on subsequent turns costs an action. That doesn't seem useful. This would seem more useful out of combat, just like conjuring a light or whatever, which I'm pretty sure I can do that with other characters. And the damage on this is super low, 1 to 8. That's worse than the fire bolt, which I'm pretty sure all my characters can do a fire bolt, and that literally has no limits. You can just use a fire bolt as your action, and then it just doesn't use any sort of stamina or mana to use. There's no reset on it. It's just always available because it's not that good. And this is even worse. And then we have Guidance, which is a divination cantrip. The target gains a plus 1d4 bonus to ability checks. Which I don't know how often I'm doing this stuff. And I don't think these sort of things are really that useful out of combat. Because if you're doing a roll out of combat, like in dialogue or something, you often have the option to do these anyways. Like it'll actually show you, like one of the members in your party can give you like a guidance or something, and if you think it's going to be a more difficult roll. I kind of want to do this one, but I don't use a staff or a club on Rex, so it's useless. I guess maybe we can just give him resistance if someone's like getting close to dying, especially if we're going on a higher difficulty here, and everyone's gonna have less health. Okay, sure. Resistance. Select a feat. Choose a feat from the list below. Okay, looks like there's a bunch of options here, but I can only choose one. Is this something we've got before? You increase one ability by 2 or 2 abilities by 1 to a maximum of 20. Ability improvement. Okay. Actor. Your charisma increases by 1 to a maximum of 20. Proficiency bonus is also doubled for deception and performance checks. So a lot of these kind of have like a special thing to them. If you just want the pure stats, then you can go with ability improvement. You can raise one of them by 2, or 2 of them by 1. Whereas this one just raises charisma by 1, but then it gives you this other stuff like proficiency bonus on deception, performance. Strength or dexterity increases by 1. What do you mean strength or dexterity? I get to choose, or it's random? When you are prone, standing up uses significantly less movement. Your jump distance also increases by 50. If this works while Rex is in wild shape, then it might actually be worth it. Because increasing the jump distance is good, and I use the jump a lot in the bear form. With the bonus action, that's a great way for it to get a lot more movement per turn, so athlete could be a good one. You gain Charger, Weapon Attack, and Charger Shove. Oh, that's interesting. So that one isn't raising stats, that just like adds new things. So what does this mean? This is like a charged attacks? Doesn't give much details on it. When you make crossbow attacks within melee range, the attack rolls do not have disadvantage. Your piercing shot also inflicts gaping wounds for twice as long. Finesse weapon. So I don't know if my weapons are finesse or not. Okay, some of these are pretty advanced. Like there's a lot going on here. So this is our first time getting a feat at level 4. And I'm gonna do this with all my characters now because they all just hit level 4. Then we have a lot of decisions, and I don't really know which one to go with. Heavy Armor Master is actually locked for him because he doesn't have proficiency with heavy armor. Lucky. Mage Slayer. Oh, this is interesting. So you can get like extra cantrips and stuff from a different class. Once per long rest. Okay. Wow, there's so much. Why is there so many of these, bro? There's so many of these feats. I have no idea which one to do right now. Okay, mobile or mobile could be good. Your movement speed increases and difficult terrain doesn't slow you down when you dash. If you move after making a melee attack, you don't provoke opportunity attacks from your target. This one's probably the best so far for Rex because of the movement speed stuff, which is something I've been complaining about with him. And there's still so much. Like I don't even know if I want to read all these because it's just like there's so many options, bro. I'm sure we'll get more feats on each character. Maybe one per level would be nice, considering there's like 50 of them here. I'm gonna go with mobile for Rex. This gives a lot of different stuff. So if I'm doing a dash, then difficult terrain won't slow me down, which is like mud or anything. It says his overall movement speed is increases. I don't know how much. I hope it's not like 1 extra meter. Let's hope it's like at least 5. Um, and then yeah, moving after doing a melee attack on an enemy doesn't provoke opportunity attacks, which is great because I feel like that happens all the time, especially to Rex, because he's always doing melee attacks. So that's perfect for him. Your movement speed increases. Okay, so it's just telling me about this. The distance you can move per turn is increased by 3 meters. Okay, 3 meters in the long run, I think. His normal movement is like 8, so now it's like 11, which is more than most characters. And if I dash, it's still going to double that, right? So then it would be like 22. 22 meters is a ton on a dash. Evade opportunity attack and evade difficult terrain. We got all this, right? Nothing to select. Prepare spells. So this is also when you get to switch up spells and stuff. I don't know if you can do that. I feel like you should be able to do this sort of thing outside of leveling up. So maybe they're just doing this here to show you like new spells that you've unlocked. Or maybe you can actually only prepare your spells when you level up. In that case, out of trial and error, which one of these suck and which ones do we want to change? Probably want a good mix of level 1 and level 2. So I've got spike growth, which could be good. I don't know. It's not amazing. It's not a lot of damage. And if they just kind of move away from it, then it's not really going to keep doing stuff, right? Thunder Wave, I think we've used once or twice. Quite good. Goodberry, not really. Goodberry kind of sucks, actually. It's just a good, like, backup healing thing. If you want to give it to an ally, I actually need Rex to, like, physically get close to them. He actually has to hand it to them, which is so annoying. I wish I could just teleport this into my allies' inventory. Charm person. He probably doesn't need this. I have this on other characters. Take that off. The Ice Knife seems pretty good. Bit of a gambit maybe. 3 to 22 is a range. Lesser Restoration. Cure a creature from disease, poison, paralysis, or blindness. These like never come up, so I'm just gonna take that off. Okay, so this is a level 1 Ice Knife, level 1 Goodberry, level 1 Thunderwave, and level 2 Spike Growth. So since we already have 3 level 1 spells, let's maybe get 2 more level 2 spells. See what options we have. Protection from poison, Pass without trace, Flaming Sphere. Summon a flaming sphere that damages nearby enemies and objects. You can move the sphere, it emits a bright light. That's a maybe. Hold person. This could be cool, but I wonder how well that works. Flame blade. Conjure a flaming scimitar in your hand that deals 3 to 18 fire damage and sheds bright light in a 3-meter radius and dim light in a 6-meter radius. The blade can be unequipped and equipped again, but has to stay on the spellcaster's person. This is kind of sick. So it conjures a flaming scimitar that replaces the one I already have, but it does a bunch of damage. And does this even go away? Like it makes it sound like you just keep this until either the fight ends or maybe until you rest. And it's just a bonus action to create that. I definitely want the flame blade on Rex. That seems awesome. Gust of wind, moonbeam. This is radiant damage. Call down a beam of light that damages any creature that enters the beam or starts its turn in the light. You can use an action to move the beam 18 meters. Okay, I like the sound of that. Bark skin. We already have the spike growth. Enhance ability. Heat metal. This has got so much to it. That's a lot. Manboy EX, welcome to the stream. What's up, Slayer? It's been a while, Manboy. I used to watch a lot of my Elden Ring streams before I got sick. Which, I was only sick for about 2 weeks, and I've been back to streaming now for 3 weeks, actually. I think tonight it's been exactly 3 weeks now since I've been streaming again. Dark vision. This is literally just like night vision. Okay. I'm going to take Flaming Sphere off because we have the Flame Blade. But I'm going to equip Moonbeam. This sounds really good. So Rex has got some better spells now. We might have some new level 1 spells too, but these ones seem a lot less cool. It's usually really simple stuff like healing or movement stuff. These ones are all like cool like damage things. Radiant and fire damage. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, Rex is ready. Let's accept that. So because he just leveled up, that means everyone else leveled up too. So I guess we'll do this as well. I'll try to move quicker as we go through everybody. Lae'zel got 8 more health, 56 to 64. So if I put the difficulty back to medium, she'll still be at like 32 health, which is pretty good. Because yeah, we're on like easy or whatever, and it seems like their health is just getting way too high. Like my characters are just like unkillable right now. The game's a little bit too easy. So she also gets a feat. Now I'm wondering if I want to give like mobile to everyone and just kind of like avoid just like reading through all this stuff. Because the mobile one is really good. The movement thing is kind of an issue for everybody. And yeah, the opportunity attacks and the dashing through difficult terrain, it's just good for everyone, I think, so. I'm gonna put it on at least Lae'zel too. I might do something different for like Gale or Astarion. We'll see. She can get mobile. Sounds good. No spell preparing for her. Okay, she was way quicker than Rex. Does Lae'zel not technically use spells? I guess she just uses abilities. She doesn't have like spells that I have to prepare. Gale will definitely have spells and cantrips. So I can't tell if this is a new cantrip just getting added or if I already had one of these things equipped and now it's expecting me to change it. Acid Splash. Throw a bubble of acid that damages each creature it hits. Okay, that's super low damage though. But I guess the idea with cantrips is that you can always just kind of use them. So I guess the Firebolt was already a cantrip and now we're adding a new one. Maybe something better. Bone Chill. This is necrotic damage. Prevent the target from healing until your next turn. An undead target receives disadvantage on attack rolls. Poison Spray. I think I have this one on Rex, actually. Shocking Grasp. This spell has advantage on creatures with metal armor. That's smart. Blade Ward. Friends. That one's kind of cringe. What else do we have? Dancing Lights. It's literally just a light. Oh, this is also just a light. Minor Illusion. Okay, we already know this one is like useless. I wonder if I can like replace my other Minor Illusion that I have because it's just, it sucks. True Strike. Gain advantage on your next attack roll. For Gale, I'm thinking maybe this Bone Chill could be cool. It does some damage, even a little bit more than the acid. If it's an undead enemy, they get disadvantage on attack rolls. And I guess anyone else, it prevents them from healing. Which is good. If there's an enemy we know that keeps healing, I can use this on them and then they won't be able to do that. And this is ranged too. Even though the picture is a hand, you don't have to touch them because it says 18 meters. So that's a pretty good range. Bone Chill. Okay, 2 new spells. Why is Gale's list so big? It's because he's a wizard. This is the difference between a wizard and a druid. Rex is a druid. It was all like uniquely elemental focused stuff. Gale just has everything. I mean, there's probably a spell for everything here. This list is crazy. Detect Thoughts. Most of the stuff looks useless. If it's taken up a spell, I want it to be something that I can use in battle. Like this, I'm seeing good numbers here. Melf's Acid Arrow. I'm just going to choose this one. There's a lot of numbers. Mirror Image. Misty Step. Phantasmal Force. That's really low damage. Ray of Enfeeblement. Burning Hands. I think I have that on Will. I think a lot of people like this is like a high damage spell, but it's you have to get close, like 5 meters. We're not often getting close to enemies with Gale. He's more of a ranged guy, so web could be interesting. Cover an area in thick, flammable webbing that slows creatures within and possibly enwebs them. So the web itself is 4 meters in, I guess, diameter. But he can use it from 18 meters, so it is a ranged thing that he can conjure. Shatter. That's thunder damage, not to be confused with lightning. Thunder is purple, blue is lightning, yellow is radiance, orange is fire. I don't know if there's water damage in this game, but there's ice, which is like a light blue. Dark blue is lightning. Necromancy is like dark green. Poison is also green. Acid is like really like yellow green. It's like, I don't know. There's so many different like types of damage. Like look, force damage. What is this, like chaos? Like chaomancy? Like what is force? How is that different from physical damage? It's red, and they call it force damage. Magic missile. Normally a magic missile would be like arcane, which is kind of like the opposite of like chaomancy. Shoot 3 magical darts, each dealing 2 to 5 force damage. They always hit their target. It's not huge damage, but it's pretty good and it's spread out. It sounds nice. This Scorching Ray does a ton of damage, but I've hit my teammates with this before. It's the radius on it is not, it's not accurate. It's very wide and very crazy. It's chaotic. But I believe I have this on Rex, so I don't think we need it on Gale too. I like this acid arrow. That sounds cool. It's big damage and it's acid. I might try the magic missiles too. The force damage could be interesting. Let's give that a shot. He also gets a feat. I'm not going to give mobile to Gale because that one said that they get it specifically after melee attacks. If you move away, you won't get hit by their retaliation or whatever. I think for Gale, we want something more with like the spells or something like that. I don't think he needs as much movement stuff as everyone else. With Lae'zel and Rex, it makes sense. I don't know if Astarion needs it either. If I did give it to him, his movement would just be crazy, because he's already pretty good for that. So what should we give to Gale? You can learn 2 ritual spells of your choice. I don't know what ritual spells are specifically. Savage Attacker. When making melee weapon attacks, you roll your damage dice twice and use the highest result. That would also be really good for like Rex. Yeah, no, we're not doing this for Gale. He's not a melee attacker. I might do that for like Astarion. But he's usually always on the mark with the melee attacks. Sentinel. Some of the stuff seems really vague and some of it seems really specific. I wonder how balanced all this stuff is. I've questioned the balancing of this game many times before. With these feats, a lot of them seem better than others, but I guess it depends kind of like what you're trying to do and which character you're doing it on. Proficiency in 3 skills of your choice. That'd be good for Gale. Tough. I could give him a bunch of health. It's 2 hit points for every level you've gained. So if we've reached level... I can't tell if we've reached level 5 or we've reached level 4, but it says level 4 right now. So that's 8 to 10 health. Just added. Warcaster. You gain advantage on saving throws to maintain concentration on a spell. You can also use a reaction to cast Shocking Grasp at a target moving out of melee range. I kind of like that. Sure. Let's go with Warcaster. This is a double-edged sword here. The Shocking Grasp could be interesting. That was one of his cantrip options, right? So instead of doing a melee attack, I can do this Shocking Grasp on any enemy that tries to leave Gale's melee range, like if he gets the attack of opportunity. And helping with concentration of spells could be useful. Let's hope I chose a good one for him. Prepared spells. Okay, so here it looks like Gale actually has a lot less spell options. So when it comes to just like the normal spells that you can just cast, like Rex, he's got a lot less options, but for Gale's special wizard spells or whatever, then he had a lot more. So these are the prepared spells that you equip. This Cloud of Daggers is amazing. We definitely want to keep that. Sleep, I think I've maybe tried this like once or twice. It's okay. Witch Bolt is alright. Mage Armor, I don't really use this ever. Crown of Madness. I don't use this that often, but this is cool. You actually get an enemy to attack their allies. Chromatic Orb is really good, and that's a level 1 spell, actually. I was thinking that would be level 2. Disguise Self. Probably don't need that. Okay, so the level 2 spells, we don't actually have that many. We got the Clouded Daggers, the Crown of Madness, and Melf's Acid Arrow, which I already equipped on him with that other thing. So he doesn't need that. So to replace the 2 that I took off, Magic Missile, I also already equipped this on him. So he already has Magic Missile. Or no, I think when I did those, I think those were newly unlocked, so those were added to the pool. In that case, we now need to equip Melf's Acid Arrow, and we need to equip the Magic Missile. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what needed to be done. So yeah, I just dropped a defense spell and a stealth spell for 2 damage spells. Now this is like all damage with Gale. Except for Sleep and Crown of Madness are kind of more like situational debuff. But the rest of these are all just like big, nice attacks. Very good. That's what we need more of, to be honest. Okay, Astarion is last but not least. I am probably gonna end the stream after this. So we'll see if Astarion, I'm thinking he might be quicker, kind of like Lae'zel. I think because Rex is a druid and Gil was a wizard, they had a lot more spell stuff. I don't know if Astarion or Lae'zel really use spells. They're more for the abilities. Physical movement and melee ability. Okay, so which one was I thinking for Astarion? Oh yeah, I was thinking maybe Savage Attacker. When making melee weapon attacks, you roll your damage dice twice and use the highest result. Because I do have dual wield on Astarion, and he's got the dual wield knives. So when he attacks, if I haven't used my bonus action and I use a main action to attack with the main hand, it'll automatically do an offhand attack after. And I'm assuming this will double roll for both of them. So both attacks, including the secondary one, will have advantage roll. And just like the melee damage will just be almost always perfect with Astarion. We should always be doing like a bunch of damage. No issue. Let's try it. I was going to give him mobile too, but I don't think he needs it, honestly. His movement's already really good. The fact that I have the cunning actions with him, so I can dash with a bonus action, is really, really useful. Let's try Savage Attacker. I don't even know if we can change these, but I'm fine with that. Yep, only one thing here for Savage Attacker. Nice and simple. When making melee weapon attacks, you roll your damage dice twice and use the highest result. Very good. Also, I'm pretty sure they just hit level 5, because I think they were level 4 and now they're level 5. It made it look like they were leveling up after I chose all their new stuff. No, they did just hit level 4, okay. And it isn't like level 10 like the max in like D&D? I'm not even sure. It seems like the leveling up is supposed to be really slow on purpose.
What to do?
Okay, we've got a ton of gold now because I just stole like enough to double what I already had. But we got some new gear in that collection as well. I just want to check and see if there's some of this gear that we don't need. I can feed it to Gale to satiate his hunger. So the Oak Father's Embrace. We also have Hedge Wanderer armor. So I think this Oak Father's Embrace is better. Order of Nature. Undead creatures that hit the wearer receive 1 to 6 radiant damage. Beasts that hit the wearer deal an additional 1 to 6 radiant damage. Okay, So what does that mean? Whenever a beast attacks Rex, he's gonna take some radiant damage? Or is that only if they're already doing radiant damage, then he takes extra? I don't know how often we're fighting undead, but when an undead attacks Rex, they're gonna take radiant damage. That seems good. I'm gonna keep the Oakfather's Embrace on him. And then for the blue rarity stuff, I already have boots and gloves on him. But we've got even more now. Spring step boots. What I have right now is the speedy light feet. Speedy sparks. When the wearer dashes or takes a similar action during combat, they gain 3 lightning charges. I don't know what those do. But I'm going to keep the one we already have. Probably going to keep these gloves too, because those are rare. Gloves of missile snaring. Oh, I've seen this come up before. You can intercept missiles from ranged weapon attacks, reducing their damage by 1d10 plus your dexterity modifier. Gloves of the Growling Underdog. The wearer gains advantage on melee attack rolls while surrounded by 2 or more foes. Could give that to Lae'zel maybe. And then I already have an amulet on him too, this one, which comes with the Dancing Lights cantrip. This one doesn't come with anything. Okay. If we're looking at this stuff, it's almost better to just look not in each person's own inventory, but at their own gear, right? Lae'zel's got this spider silk armor. This is light armor, so we can put this on someone else, because she wants heavy armor. If we just go to click on like the actual armor, then we can just see all options, right? Yeah, so these are headgear. Gale has the frumpy hat. Nobody has this rufflesome blackguard hat. Lae'zel has a helmet. Rex has a helmet. Astarion got the warped headband of intellect. I don't know if intellect matters for him actually, but it's cool. Okay, so she's got this ringmail armor +1, which is the best heavy armor I have, I think. I wish I could sort these by like heavy or whatever. 'Cause most of this is light or medium. No more heavy armor for Lae'zel. This looks cool, but it's light armor, so I don't know who to give that. Spider silk armor. That's her underwear. Probably should keep that on. No cloak. I gotta start getting cloaks for my characters. Get them all caped up. Get the Yankee boots. So we can give her some different boots, maybe. These ones? Sure. Spring step boots. Okay, and then she has the gloves of power. Absolute's Bane. On a hit with a weapon attack, possibly inflict a negative 1d4 penalty to the target's attack rolls and saving throws. I think these sounded better for her. The wearer gains advantage on melee attack rolls while surrounded by 2 or more foes. Yeah, I'm usually always doing melee with Lae'zel, so let's get those. Those would look way cooler. Way cooler gloves. No rings. So already equipped on someone else. Okay. And then she has the great axe and a light crossbow. Light source. Oh, I can just like give her a torch. What is that little symbol on the top of the torches? I don't really know. I could probably just give one to Rex maybe. Burnished necklace. She could probably use a cooler necklace. Amulet of Saloon's Chosen. Saloon's Dream cantrip. Sure. Let's give that to Lae'zel. She's like my second in command right now, so we'll get her the second most dripped up here. Alright.
Yes?
Moving on to Gale. So Gale's wearing light armor, right? Or not even any armor? No, this is considered light armor. So Gale can wear that spider silk armor. That looks pretty sick. I feel like this is meant for Shadowheart. This would definitely match Shadowheart, but she's not on the team right now, so... Yeah, we can give this to Gale right now, and that's actually pretty sick. So Gale's got the spider silk armor, he's got the frumpy hat. We could do this hat if we want instead. Nah, it looks even more silly. Okay. We'll stick with the frumpy hat. No cloak, unfortunately. Boots. We could go with the boots of striding. Sure. Wait, this gives him momentum when he uses a spell that requires concentration, which I think he's doing sometimes. Oh, but he's not proficient with medium armor. Those are considered medium. Which means he's not proficient enough to wear them. So we can keep the simple boots, we can go with some Grove Tender boots. Perhaps get the Yankee boots. Oh, it's medium. Okay, yeah. Keep your simple boots. He got the spider silk armor, so he probably got the coolest single gear piece here. Gloves. We could just give him drow leather gloves. Or gloves of power. That's weapon attack. Probably give that to Astarion. So you can have these drow leather gloves. Oh, they actually match his chest plate. They totally match it. Okay, Gale's looking cool. You can take this orange necklace, I guess. This brass locket. I don't think this really does anything. But sure. You can keep your spider's lyre. He's not even proficient with it. Okay. Whatever. That would be fine. Only one person has a ring. It's probably Rex.
How delicious.
Okay, Astarion is last but not least here. So he's got this headband of intellect. Hopefully he needs the intelligence. What's his armor? This is light armor, powdered armor, which is 11. Do we have better? Gale has the spider silk armor. Rex has the Oakfather's embrace. And Lae'zel has the ringmail armor +1. So this is medium. Can't give that to Astarion. That's also medium. The Githyanki half plate. This is light. The druid leather armor. Doesn't really match Astarion. Or this chain shirt, which is also medium armor. Okay, fine. You can keep your padded armor. I wonder if the spider silk armor would actually be better on him. But then putting his padded armor on Gale might look really weird. Let's just try it. Let's see. Do a little swap. Because this definitely fits Astarion better. I just feel like his padded armor on Gale might look strange, but let's see.
Correct me.
Oh, they actually did just swap. That doesn't even look that bad on Gale. We can actually go with the other hat now, maybe. Just kind of a different look. Gale just looks like extremely fancy now. But yeah, that works. That works. He's just wearing Astarion's armor. Is that better than his own light armor that he had? And he can't wear medium, right? Okay, so only Rex or Lae'zel could wear medium. Okay. So there's only one single heavy armor that I have, and Lae'zel's wearing it. Rex has got a medium. Okay, so where is Gale's own light armor? I guess it was just one of these leather armors. So the padded armor is cooler, more unique. Alright, he's wearing Astarion's hand-me-downs.
Someone there?
Astarion, who is now at 62 health somehow, is going to have this spider silk armor, which is awesome. Definitely looks good. A lot of the cool boots are taken, but he can have these boots of striding. Oh no, those were supposed to be for Gale. Oh, but they're medium, that's why Gale couldn't wear them. Okay. Astarion can't wear them either. What boots is he wearing right now? Just leather boots. They look pretty bad. Grove Tender boots. Githyanki boots are also medium. Not proficient. Okay, I guess the Grove Tender boots are cooler, but they don't really look that good either. And then gloves. Yes. Astarion is able to wear the gloves of power. Which don't match that well, but it looks pretty cool. He kind of looks like a decked out like elf, like an elf assassin or something like that. My characters are starting to look a little cooler. We're getting more customization on them. They're starting to get stuff up there. Okay, so I think we're good then. We can give him a necklace too, just for fun. Which one do you want? The burnished necklace or the tarnished locket? You take that. There you go. Alright, that's probably good for like customizing all my characters. Everyone's looking pretty cool now. We got Astarion, the vampire elf assassin.
Lost
We got
thought.
Gale, the fancy wizard.
This will be done.
We got Lae'zel, the smallest one here, but the most heavily armored. And we got Rex, my main guy.
Well, not as bad as it could have.
Big dragonborn, who is a very wise druid and a very fierce monster at the same time. What a team. These guys know how to get it done. So I think we're just going to save it here, because I've actually been streaming for a while tonight. It's been like an hour and a half at least. So we're going to save it here, and yeah. Just go over the last autosave. About 14 hours in. Not bad. Not bad. Save successful. Very nice. Okay, we didn't make a ton of gameplay progress tonight, but we did do a little bit of combat there. Leveled everybody up. Got a bunch of new stuff, including feats, which I don't know if we've seen those yet. And then I did go and customize a bunch of my characters. And not just customization, there was also strategic, benefits there from the certain pieces of armor that I was putting on different characters. So I think all that will be pretty good. With the feats and everything, I think my characters might have some stronger ability in future streams. And I have to remember, actually I could probably do it right now. I want to change the difficulty, if we can. You might not be able to do it here in settings, you might have to do it in the game. But if you can only have one save at a time, or one game at a time, then it should make sense that you can change the difficulty here. But I'm not seeing anything for that. If it was in gameplay, it would be at the top, right? Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about difficulty. Okay. So I have to remember. I don't know if anyone's going to be chatting next stream, but someone remind me. I'll try to remind myself if I remember that next time I stream this game, so next Tuesday night ideally, I need to remember to change the difficulty. I want to put the difficulty back up to medium. It'll cut like all my characters' health in half, but then the game will have a little bit more of a challenge to it again, because the last few streams the games felt really easy. We're destroying everyone at little consequence. So maybe now I've played enough of this game to actually not play it on like the easy mode or whatever now. We can get more into it. We'll see. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the stream tonight on Baldur's Gate 3. And I will see you guys all next time. Goodbye.